All right, good morning, guys. What is up? Hope you guys are ready for Money Monday. We have a weird market today. It looks like Thinkorswim is still having issues with their charting, as my charts are not loading. APDN got a quick pop right out the gate, having a pullback already. TRIL. BIMI has an agreement with something in Southwest China, so BMI could get moving. Let's see. BIMI get over $5. Right? Yeah, the charting it's something. Thinkorswim has been a little sketchy lately. Let's see, COCP. Let's see, what am I on here? Yeah, okay. Whoops. There we go. COCP might rebound actually, because 150 is where the 200 is. This might not be a bad play today either. No, the markets are going green right now. So it looks like we're having a bit of a rebound today. I don't particularly have any idea what the running stock is going to be. KPTI a little bit higher up price, but has a U shape right now. That looks pretty decent. APDN pulling back hard right now. COCP kind of testing that 150 support. Let's see, TRIB. This guy's above all indicators. Is this guy going to start moving? CPHI. Huh. It looks like it only ran about 16 cents and got halted already. Launching a new product, CPHI. It's halted at 834, so at 840 that'll be unhalted. Let's see, we can take OPGN off. Take PORP. Let's see where this comes out at. If this comes out of this halt and drops down to $1, I'll probably get into this, because this is the first time it's been over $1 in over a year. So yeah, I think my focus is going to be mainly on CPHI. Good call out on that, Josh, because for some reason it was not coming up on my scanners. I did not see it. But I like what I'm seeing. See, APDN, after that big sell-off, bouncing back up here a little bit. I don't want to touch that. It's too crazy. HTBX, then it'd be already starting off the week right, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and start the week off right. And nice job. Nice little climb on HTBX here. This is definitely one to watch. Very low price. And it's above all indicators as well. So if you're definitely gonna have some strong support at 50 cents on this. So if it could pull back to 50 cents, it could be an entry there too. I'm just trying to go through some of these stocks on this list. And BMI actually dropping a little bit. COCP looks done. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for this to come out. Like I said, if CPHI drops out of this halt, probably gonna get in it. HTBX still looking good too. Excuse me. New product is wash-free coronavirus sanitizer. What this press release says. Okay. Well, yeah, this might get some attention then. It's obviously already got some attention as it got halted already after 16 cents, but with a little coronavirus type of thing like the wash-free sanitizer, this could be a good one. Should be coming out of this halt any second. Here it comes out of this halt, so let's see what happens here. A lot of people are coming in. I'm going. I get filled. Oh, I didn't get filled. Yeah, I didn't get filled. I mismathed. Oh, and there it goes, already popping up. Man, I wish I wouldn't have mathed wrong. I'd already be in this. It's kind of distraughting already, but oh well. Let's see if it gets some type of pullback, some type of pattern, because I can't get in it now. A lot of selling at $1.40, so this should have a little bit of a pullback. Yeah, it's starting to pull back a little bit. So let's let that pull back. See how far that's going to pull back. HTBX is right on that 200-day, that 50-cent support. Possibly could be a see all the way down to one. That's a good little pullback all the way. Quick pullback down to 118. Let's give this a minute. Let's see what this looks like on the 5-minute chart here. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good on the 5-minute. See if it starts to make a U shape. An APDN is starting to pop here. It's already ran $1 off of that rebound play. See, CPHI, you popping back up already? Let's get in. Is that what you said? Is that what you said, Daniel B? Kind of got a bit of a flag forming here. And I may get in this with this flag starting to form. I just didn't want to get in so high. I think that's still too much. There we go. Maybe that'll be. Yeah, we're looking really flaggy right now. So we're up 134% on this stock, though. Not sure where Rob's at today. I don't know what he's doing. See if this flag's gonna crack here. It looks like it might crack. And 130 support's getting taken out, so yeah, we're gonna have a pullback here. Unless the bottom of the flag is like this. And then that may be the case. So kind of all over the place here, but that flag looks like it's cracking, like it's not gonna hold up, so. I think I'm gonna go, let's see. Let's see, how much is this gonna pull back? That's the question. I'm gonna go 100 shares for now. And I may look to add. Yeah, I'm just gonna go 100 shares. We got 100 shares at 124. And I may look to add if we start getting a better pattern. We don't really have much of a pattern yet. Well, actually, this could be a very big flag. That's what it kind of looks like. Let's see on the 5-minute. Well, on the 5 minutes, still didn't look like anything. So yeah, I just wanted to be safe because we're kind of in a market that we really don't know which way it's going to go or what's going to happen right at the moment because it's a new week, it's a new month. So getting in there kind of off this little bounce area a little bit with 100 shares, that feels okay. It's not too risky. And so at this point, I'm just thinking of where I might want to start adding at if I'm going to add. Starting to test that 125 support a little bit, but it bounced right back up. I don't know. I may look to add if we start breaking this flag around that 133 mark. Or if it comes down some. If it comes down lower than what I'm in. Which that would kind of ruin the flag, but. Let's see, PENC. Not sure what that's about. So right now I'm not really sure which way this is going to go because the flag is kind of pointing down. And if it cracks 125, this could have a pullback. It's starting to crack 125 here, and the flag. So starting to pull back, so there's a little down flag. So I'm gonna hold this 100 shares for a minute, for a few minutes here. I'm gonna wait and see how far this is gonna go down, and then I may add. Because if it gets down to this area down here, this would be a great place to add in this $3 area. So 110 is holding up as a little support. Yeah, 110 held up as some support there. It's a little ugly, kind of reverse U shape. It's HTBX doing. HTBX is going sideways. So this could start moving again. POA got halted. See, acquisition update. POAI is running a little bit here out of this halt. But I would expect a pullback on it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to pull back. Just leave CPHI alone for a little bit. Let's see what it does. Need a little bit of consolidation on it. See, is there anything else? Nothing there. See, what's the market look like? It went green a little bit. It's kind of half and half right now. Let's see. And it did hold above the VWAP, but if we start to break back above the VWAP, I may add here this 118. I just don't want to add until it looks like it's going to make this reversal. It's starting to come up here. Oh man, my charts is acting a little crazy. So I'm trying to debate if I want to add. That was kind of quick. The chart kind of messed with me, but 120. Now I'm waiting to see if it's going to hold above the VWAP before I add. But we kind of have this downtrend right now, so it's gotta do some type of reversal to break this downtrend, because we don't want it to keep hitting this downtrend line and just keep coming down. See, do we have a bit of a trend line starting on this maybe? Let's see. Oops. Oh, we got all kinds of crazy drawings going on. So yeah, we just kind of want to wait it out a few more minutes. I want to see some good buying strength before I add. HTBX starting to come up a little bit here. If it could break 60 cents. Take that off the list. Whoops. APDN selling off too. Keep behind my eye on watch for a little bit longer too. See, what are we looking like on the 5-minute here? Oh, the 5-minute looks alright still. Looks like we could get a possible U shape if it can reverse. This can reverse. This could be a possible U shape forming on the 5. Starting to pull back some more. See if 115 holds up as support or not. A lot of selling right now, 116, so then we're dropping back down to that 110 mark, so there's no trend line. See if 110 holds up as support. Now 110 still holding up as some support. HTBX up to 65 cents there for a second. TRIB. See, we're testing that 110 support, so let's see if it holds up or not here on CPHI. Like I said, if this crashes down to $1, I'm adding. I'm gonna load up on this because $1 should be strong support since this is the first time it's been over $1 in a year. That's what I'm waiting for. But if 110 keeps holding up as support, is anything else going on today? It seems kind of slow. I mean, we had some quick movements out the gate on a few stocks, but now it just seems kind of slow. The 5-minute. Market's still kind of mixed. Still a mixture of green and red, which means people have not figured out quite yet where the market is going today. Whether it's going to crash some more or if it's going to start rebounding. And that's got to be OTC stock. Yeah, okay. So we might get this reversal. Could start happening here. Seems very quiet right now. Yeah, APDN's dropped off. See, CPHI testing 110 again. Still a lot of buyers at 110. See, it looks like 110 is going to crack, maybe. Well, 110 held up there. See, HTBX was just a quick little pop up to 65 cents. Yeah, there's not a lot else going on other than the CPHI. I mean, CPHI is not doing anything right at the moment, just kind of going sideways and testing support, but it didn't crash out too hard. And 110's held up so far. Several, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 candles has held up that 110 support. But if it keeps testing that 110 support, it will crack. And it's still testing. Still buyers coming in at 110. But it is getting tested right now. Market's still mixed. Okay, so here 110's about to crack. There we go. So if this gets down to $1, I'm adding. Because I think worst case we can at least get a bounce off of $1, maybe back up to 115. It's testing 105 support right now where this 200 day is. Look on this 5-minute again. Okay. There we go. We're starting to drop down now. I'm gonna go ahead and add 100. So now my cost base is 115. Still a little high cost basis, but just in case. Let's see, we got a lot of selling at 106. But just in case 105 kind of holds up as support, at least have that lower entry. A lot of selling at 106. A lot of selling at 106. So it looks like shorters may be trying to hold this down. There's that much selling. Maybe we get a squeeze possibly. And a lot of selling right there. That's pretty crazy. So much selling at $1.06. It must be shorters. Yeah, I do. I think we could get a pretty good rebound. Once this stock reverses this trend, if it does, it's coming back down some more, but still hasn't hit a dollar yet. That dollar bounce is kind of what I'm looking for. See what we look like on the 5-minute. This is a higher float stock. 43 million. So I want to see how much support is at a dollar. Like I said, I think there's going to be strong support at a dollar. Yeah, I know. I had the downtrend line on there. I just took it off for the time being, but yeah, I know it's going right down this trend line. So a little bit of a bounce. It almost got down to a dollar. It's like a dollar and a little bit of a. Yeah, markets are still mixed. And all that selling at 106 got taken out, so that's pretty good. And we're starting to have a little bit of reversal here. My cost basis is 115 right now. I knew I should have added at a dollar. That's alright. I don't know if I'm going to add any more yet or not. Maybe if it gets back up to the VWAP and looks like it might start running, then I might add a VWAP maybe. So I'm selling at 110 right now. But yeah, we're not that far from my cost basis at the moment, so I may just wait with this 200 shares. I may not add anything yet. We're getting a nice little rebound. That was a nice 15-cent bounce off of that dollar, though. I should have just waited before I ever entered it. Just waited for it to get down to a dollar, but that's alright. Wow, we're straight up to the VWAP. Now, is that all this has got? Was just that bounce, or is this gonna start climbing back up? That was a nice little bounce off a dollar. That's what I was initially looking for. I was just looking for it to do it a lot quicker. Get down to a dollar a lot quicker than that, but oops. And then big sell off. Big little, well, not a big sell off, but a sell off there. Back down to 105. Totally like on the 5-minute. Yeah, so this may be a hold for a while if it is making a big U shape. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with this stock. Anything else going on? Let's see what's up with APDN. APDN doing nothing. TNXP. TPIX. TRIB coming back up a little bit. TTNP. Where'd TTNP pop up from? What's going on? Oops. TTNP. Yeah, TTNP's been climbing. It's climbed about 10 cents so far all day. It's going to have some serious resistance at 50 cents. So I would definitely be careful there, but buyer came in there at 109. Some selling at 110 on CPHI. I don't know yet on CPHI. If it keeps slowly climbing like this, it may could get another rip. Volume is dying off a little bit. There we go, and it just sold over. It just got over 110. See if it's going to get back up to the VWAP here again. I agree with you, Josh. I think that is a possibility. If it does get back above the VWAP, we could get some shorts. We could get some shorts covering on this and could push this stock up even more. So I'm just kind of waiting it out. Just waiting it out just to see if we're going to get back up and over that VWAP before I do anything else, before I add or sell or anything. They are above the 9. Let's see what we look like on the 5 minute here. Yeah, 5 minutes, all right looking. Volume died off there for a second, unless my charts are messing up, but I'm not seeing much movement. There it goes. A little bit. There it goes. A little. Took a minute there. There was no orders coming through, but they're starting to come through now a little bit. My phone is dying. Oops. So we wanted to do what it's doing. We wanted to just keep slowly climbing back to the VWAP. And actually you can see the U shape too on the 1 minute. Starting from here, going down and coming back up. It does have a bit of an upward trend. You can see it right there. You can throw it right on that trend line. If you would like to do that. So a little bit of selling at 113. It's not a big deal though. We do have some decent sized buyers in right now. And 113's cracking down, so there goes 113. Got some selling at 114. Let's see if they start cracking down. Looks like it might. Nice size buyers coming in at 113. 114's cracking down, so now let's see if 115 cracks down. Yeah, 115's cracking down. So we're getting a lot of buyers coming in and taking out all this heavy selling going on. And we're right at the VWAP now. Let's see if we break over. Need the bids up to 117 to be over the VWAP. Let's see if 117 cracks down. 117's slowly getting pecked at. And let's see. Slowly getting pecked at. Hey, if whatever makes you happy, man. If trend lines, if you got a thing for trend lines, go with it, man. There's nothing wrong with trend lines. Nothing at all wrong with some trend lines. So 117 is, oh, 117 almost got taken out there, but it had a quick little pullback here. But yeah, we got a lot of in that little maneuver there. We got a lot of selling out of here. This candle's trying to open back above the VWAP. Still some selling at 117, but not a lot. There's not a lot left at 117. Yeah, this is a nice, pretty U shape on the 5-minute. So it's make or break time, I think, for this stock. It's got to start moving here soon to get above the VWAP. If it can get above the VWAP and start holding, then we can see some new buyers come in, I think, and maybe shorts cover and just start moving some. And this is good. It didn't break right away. This is a nice little build-up, still trying to break through the VWAP. For the next candle or two, we want it above the VWAP. To show that strength. See, sellers at 116 again. See, how's the market look? Market's still mixed. There we go. 116 got taken out. 117 is getting taken out right now. There's no shares left at 117. All right, so there. We're through 117. Starting to move a little bit. Some selling at 120. So starting to get a little action here at the VWAP. There's some big sellers at 120 that's going to have to get taken out, and then probably 125 as well. But if we get through 120, 125, maybe 130. Hey, there's old One Life. What's up, buddy? A little late to the party this morning. So let's see. We're testing that 120 right now. I don't think I'm going to add. I think I'm just going to stick with this 200 shares just because it's Monday and it's a very unknown market. So whatever I get out of this, I get out of it. But I'm a little nervous to add on this just because how weird the market is today. So I'm just gonna hold my 200 here and see if this can get going and maybe make a little bit of money off this 200 shares on a Monday. Still got some selling at 120, but we are above the VWAP. Big buyer just came in on 119, so that's pretty nice. And 120 is starting to crack. It's slowly getting pecked at, and it's almost out of here. Let's see. Still some selling there. Whoa, what happened? This candle just showed it all the way up to 128. I didn't see that at all. Okay, well, whatever. So that, I guess TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim is still acting a little crazy because I did not see that quick little pop all the way up to 128 on that. But we are above the VWAP. 9 is starting to cross over. Got that resistance at 125, like I said. So, but that 125 is starting to get taken out a little bit, starting to get pecked at. We're starting to get a little bit of selling here. Yeah, I think if we get through, well, we got resistance at 140 as well, because that, well, let's see, where's the pre-market? 145. So 145 is resistance. So we got 125, 130, maybe 140, but definitely 145 that we have to get through before this can really, really run. So there's quite a bit of resistance ahead, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're right close to that 125 area. We needed to get back up there and start testing 125 again. Big buyer at 120. It's like 60,000 shares. So a little bit of a sell-off here. It's taking out that 120 support. How was everybody's weekend while we're waiting for this stock? Everybody have a good weekend? You guys well rested and ready for this week of crazy stock market coronavirus up and downs? So 120 is still holding up as support at the moment. It's testing that support a little bit. So we're just kind of waiting it out here to see if it's going to start getting some volume and start pushing through these other resistance lines. On the 5 minute, we're above both the VWAP. See, the 9 hasn't crossed over on the 5 minute yet. Just take his stupid line off. This line's getting in my way. Oh, come on. 1 minute. There we go. Okay. There you go. Yeah, we started getting some warm weather too yesterday. It was nice. A little bit of a sell-off going on. Not a huge sell-off, but pretty decent sell-off. Oh no, the level 2 is, there it goes. The level 2 is froze up there for a second. So dropping back down here, testing, well, it took 115 out pretty quick. So now at this point we want 110 to hold up as support. If it cracks 110, it's probably done. This really needs to start coming back up right now though. We're at 113. But it couldn't quite get it. It got over the VWAP for a second, but just got held up at 125. Maybe if If 110 can hold up a support, maybe we get a handle on this, so we get like a cup and handle pattern. That could be what's happening. Little handle would be okay. Anything else happening? I don't see anything else going on at the moment. Looks like CHPI is the only thing that has any potential at the moment to do anything. I don't know what that is. PMI is slowly coming back up a little bit. Yeah, so got some support at 115 again. So yeah, maybe this is a little handle. I mean, that's what we're doing right now. Is we're going to make a little. We're going to fill out this pattern, and it's going to be a cup and handle pattern. Market's still a little sideways. So getting a little slow climb here. Anything else? I just want to make sure nothing else is ripping, because if attention goes somewhere else, this could stop its slow momentum. But this does have a little momentum since it did this reversal back here. You know, we kind of got a little bit of a slow momentum building up. And you can draw a little trend line there too if you'd like. Now we want to see it get back up to 125 and start testing 125. There wasn't a ton of selling at 125. There was a decent amount, enough to make it resistance, but there wasn't like a crazy amount of selling. See, there's more now right there at 120 than there was at 125 earlier. So now we got to get through 120. 120 starting to crack down though. A lot of that's half of the sales that was there got taken out. Yeah, 120's taken out, so that's not a problem. So we're showing buying strength. Every time we hit resistance, it takes out it's taking out orders. We just need to see that at 125. This can get above 125. And 125 is, if 125 becomes new support, then I'd say we're good to go on this stock here. A little bit of selling at 121. 16,000 share seller. So there's a lot of selling on this stock, but so far the slow buying has been able to slowly take it out each time. Let's see what we're looking at. 5 minute. 5 minute, we're looking pretty good. And you can see here's that cup and here's the handle. So we do kind of have a cup and handle, and 125 is where our main resistance is going to be on this pattern. So, but yeah, perfect little cup and handle pattern. Just whether or not it can complete the handle and break through 125. Whoops. a little higher up, but whatever. And we also have a bit of a trend line as well. Actually, I don't see much else moving. So just gotta kind of wait this pattern out. Wait for it to finish out what it's gonna do before we get any type of move on this stock. The markets are still mixed. A little bit of a pullback here to the VWAP. We want 115 to hold up as support. We do not want it to get below 115 at this point. And 115 is starting to crack. Alright, so 115 held up. That's a little sketchy there. Oh, nope, 115 still hasn't held up. 114 is kind of holding up. But we don't want it to drop down to 112. We want it to stay higher than that. We need this to keep building higher lows. And if it drops down to 112 or below 112, then that would ruin our higher lows. So we got to keep those higher lows in there if the stock is going to have a nice move. So this has been a slow day so far. And kind of boring. Not a lot of volume. H2BX might pop back above the VWAP here. You might see it start moving again. TRIB not really doing anything. BIMI nothing. So as of now, see APDN still below everything. So yeah, like as of now, CPHI is the only thing really doing anything. Okay, Thinkorswim, you gotta figure it out. You gotta figure out what you're doing here. There you go. God, Thinkorswim lately has just been so crazy. So yeah, nothing else is going on really. CPHI is the only thing really holding up. That has a chance right now. Maybe HTBX. But yeah, at this point we're just kind of waiting. We gotta wait it out. Okay. We got a little ad popping up here. How about you get out of here, ad? There. So volume is really light right now. But the buying volume is the little bit of buying volume we have is outweighing a little bit of selling volume at the moment. So yeah, we basically just have ourselves a waiting game right now. That's pretty much it. We got everything that this stock needs to rip. Just need the volume. Hmm. So still just kind of hanging out here in this 118, 119 area right now. You're in at 200 shares, 121, so you're a little higher up than I am, but that's still not too bad of an entry. We really want 115 to hold up as support, though, at this point. We're still kind of moving sideways. Alright, guys, give me just a few minutes here. I'll be right back. All right, how about them apples? Through through 125 and through 130, looking pretty spicy here. Let's see if we're gonna get up there and test that 140, test that, or 145. Test. See if we get up there and test that pre-market high. Because we're still, I mean, it looks like a rip, but it really wasn't that much of a rip. It kind of slowly made this small move from 120 to this 130 area. I just saw Josh's message there. I'm brave for stepping away. I had my phone on me, so I could see. I had the Thinkorswim app on my phone. I could see what was going on with it. If it would have turned around on me real hard and started selling off, I could have just hopped out on my phone. So not a big deal. Nothing to worry about. See, it looks like 130 is still holding up as some resistance. Now, if I ever step away while I'm in a trade, just know I've got my phone on me, so I can pull the app up. I'm not walking away blind, letting it just do whatever. Now, if 130 kind of holds up as support, we should start getting some more buyers in here. But at this point, I don't see why we wouldn't test 140, 145. If it holds above 130, if it keeps holding above 130, we should be able to test those. And that's what I'm looking for. And I may, depending on what happens around that 140, 145 area, I may lock out around there, because 150 is probably going to be resistance too if it gets up that high. A little bit of selling right now. And 130 starting to crack down a little bit. How's the market look? Well, the market's turning green a little bit, so that's a pretty good sign. The market might actually rebound this week, maybe. But at this point, 125 needs to be support. Needs to hold up as some support. And it's kind of bouncing off the 9 right now. So that would be even better if the 9 can hold up as support and act as support, and this just rides up the 9. That would be great. That would be a very nice scenario for this to just stay above the 9 and slowly keep creeping up to those 140 areas. So this is a little bit of a slow play still, even with it getting over 125. That is a little bit higher in float, 43 million shares, so unless it really gets a ton of buying volume, it's not going to move too crazy, I don't think. We also still have the trend line at 120, and it's kind of riding this trend line as well, so it could pull back to that 120 area. I don't really want it to, but it could. But it's just so far, it's still holding up the 9, or trying to at the moment. So still selling, still some resistance at 130. Anything else? Do anything? HTBX coming back up some. So 130, there you go. 130, all that selling's out of there. Some selling at 132. Nope, still having some issues with 130. Yep, you can see there some more sellers at 130. 12,000 shares, and then about 4,000 shares. Oh, and a lot of those shares got taken out. Nope, no, they didn't. I thought they did. It just disappeared for a minute. So that candle actually opened up below the 9 EMA. Need to see it start pecking at 130 again. I'm not seeing any buys coming through yet. There we go. There's a little bit of buys on the timing sells. Like I said, this is not going to move that fast unless there's a ton of volume that comes in. So that's why I'm just chillaxing right now. I use the exponential moving averages. Simple's fine. Let's see. Looks like we might test 125 support. Simple moving averages are fine too. Either one really. It's just kind of a preference thing. I just like exponential personally because it's a little bit more accurate. So, but they both usually act pretty similar. So we're starting to come back down to this trend line, I think, is what might happen. Unless 125 holds up as support, but the trend line is coming up to 125. So we wanted to do another bounce off of that. If it cracks below that, this could be done. So we really want 125 to hold up, and then that 123, 124 area at this point. See what we look like on the 5-minute. I haven't looked at the 5-minute. And actually, I may just stay on the 5-minute because it is getting later. Oh, it's going to be a late stream so far. Yeah, there's not a big difference between them. Like I said, it's just the exponential has a little bit more. So you can see there, big buyers at 125, or a big buyer, about 60 something thousand shares, but he's getting taken out. So this might crack. Like I said, we really want 125 to hold up. The VWAP and the 9 on the 5 minute though, they're some support too. So we have quite a bit of support below us. If all this cracks, it's definitely done. But my entry's at 115, so I'm my entry's below all of this support. So I'm willing to hold this for a while longer, as long as these support levels hold up. And 125 is still trying to hold up right now. That one big seller is still there with about 24,000 shares. You see, we're right on this trend line. Well, let's see. I guess I could redraw it a little better. So we're not quite down to the trend line yet, but yeah, it looks like 125 might crack here. Yeah, and it did. How's the market looking? Oh, the market's really green. I don't think it's gonna rocket to $5, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I definitely am not going to take a loss on this. Or at least I don't think so, because I've got plenty of area to get out if this really starts cracking down. But yeah, appreciate that. Glad you got a nice little win. It's not a bad thing to get a decent win on a Monday that's kind of sketchy and crazy like this. So good job, Josh. And have a great rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow if you're coming back again tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna let the stream go for a little bit here and let this until this decides which way it's gonna go. Like I said, right here in this area, this is where we want to start bouncing at. I want these areas to hold up. All right. Now this is fine if it holds up. We want this to hold up and start coming back up again. Nice little bounce off the trend line. But if the trend line starts cracking and VWAP starts cracking, this is probably going to be done. And I will be getting out. Oh, my phone's dying. Or it's shutting off. So I don't know. Feeling a little heavy here. The stock is going to depend on whether or not. Wow. Some buying just came in out of nowhere, pushed this all the way back up to 125. So that's a quick little bounce. That's what we want to see. We want to see it bouncing off of this trend line. And kind of redraw the trend line a little bit, make it a little more There may be a, it may possibly be an all-day slow climber. A lot of red there. The biggest problem is we're running out of time, really. The closer it gets to lunch, the more likely this is going to not do much if this can't get off of this trend line. And if this don't start coming up, if this doesn't get over 120 soon, I'm going to get out. It's starting to pop down here. So we're testing all that support right now. If this does not come back up, I'm getting out. There's some buyers there at 117. Some decent sized buyers would want them to hold up. Alright, the bids are slowly climbing back up. This needs to get back above 120 soon. I've got my finger on the trigger. If this starts coming down, I'm getting out immediately. Oh, it's a little sketchy right now. It's a little sketchy. Our trend line is kind of cracked. So let's remove the trend line, but the VWAP is still holding up as of now. And we still have higher lows. If this is as low as it goes, that would be okay. Like I said, we just don't want it to get too much lower. We don't want it testing 115 support. This is really sketchy right now. I really wanted to get back over 120 to feel comfortable about it. The 9's right at 120. On the 15, it looks pretty good too, though. It looks like a nice U shape on the 15-minute chart. So as long as it can hold up in these areas. A little bit of selling at 120. We need to get back above that. There's some buys coming in at 120 though. The bids aren't moving up. There we go. The bid finally moved up to 119. You start seeing the bids at 120 here soon. There we go. All right, so we're back above 120. I need this to hold. It was a little sketchy there for a minute. I'm not going to lie to you. I was pretty nervous about it for a second. Now, if we can get back above 125, and as I say that, it pops up to 125, then we're looking pretty good here. So that's that little bounce that we were looking for. Now we just want to continue to hold above 120 and slowly climb up again to that 130, 135 area. You guys excited? It's a new... Whoa. That was a quick drop down. That went all the way down to 115 and popped back up really quickly. That was sketchy. Actually popped below 115. It hit 113 really quick. Ooh. Where I want to take profit is, what my target is that 145 area back here in pre-market. That's my target area of where to take profit at. You could have taken it at 130-ish area because there was some resistance there, but I'm just trying to give this some time to see if it's going to climb back up and test that pre-market high. So that pre-market high is where my target profit area is. My stop loss is right below 115. That's why I stopped talking for a second, because this all of a sudden popped down below 115 really quick. And I'm not using an actual stop loss limit order. I'm using a market order just so I can keep a little bit more control. Because if I would have had a stop loss right here, a limit order, I would have gotten hit and I'd be out of the stock right now for a small loss. But yeah, just you want to sell it. You want to sell at resistance. But that being said, if this does get back up to this 145 area, I want to see how much resistance is at 145. And if it looks like it's going to break down and maybe the stock will keep running, then I'll keep holding. But that's my target area. That's why I haven't sold yet. But I don't know if it's going to get back up at this point. It's getting a little sketchy. We're getting closer to lunchtime. So if this doesn't start popping up here soon and get off of this support area and start testing resistance again, then it may crack. I normally don't get in stocks for this long for day trades, but this guy just hasn't given up yet, so I'm not giving up until it gives up. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. I don't really go off of. Ooh, big buyer just came in at 123, so this might start getting a little action here, a little spicy. Um, but yeah, I don't really go off of $100 or $200 or something like that as far as like a profit target. I go off of resistance. So like I sell at resistance lines. So like 145, if it does get back up there, I'm in at 115, so it's 30 cents. So that'd be like uh, 60 dollars would be basically what my profit target is if 145 doesn't break. If 145 breaks, then I'll give it to 150, and if 150 breaks, I'll give it to 175, and then $2 and so on. So it's just you just want to sell at resistance. If resistance looks like it's going to hold up. So we got some more selling here at 125. 125 is acting as a little bit of resistance once again, so we need to break through that. So yeah, I hope I explained that clear enough for you, Square Cash, or what my strategy is. And at 145, I may sell half and keep half to see if it's going to keep running too. That's another thing. Sometimes I like to scale out of plays at resistances. Anything else going on? Not really. So another buyer there at 123. Let's see if 125 starts getting taken out. They still got higher lows forming on this as well. Like, this still has potential to rip. If we can see it over 125 soon, then I'd feel even better about it. We need to see 125 on the ask so it can start. So we can see if it starts getting taken out. Get out of here. How's the market looking? The market is nice and reboundy today. So a little bit of selling at 124 is slowly getting taken out. Oh, some bigger seller came in at 124. 10,000 shares there. And that's starting to get it's 124 starting to break down. Does that what is that, a mimosa or what is that? What's that little drink emoji there you got, Daniel B? So some more selling at 123. So 123 to 125 is a lot of selling right now. Got to get all this selling out of here before the stock can start moving again. Oop. And let's see. Are we going to crack out here? Looking a little heavy. Just adjusting the trend line a little bit. Oops. It is a very boring day. I kind of hate that I'm in this slow stock right now. And I may be getting out of it. Let's see. Starting to look a little heavy. So we're testing that VWAP support again. A lot of selling coming in here. Yeah, a lot of selling. This is getting real weak, so this may crack out here. It may be done for a while. And 118 is where the VWAP is at. It's trying to hold up. The VWAP's trying to hold up as support, but it is really testing it right now. Yeah, it looks like 118 is going to crack, so I may be getting out here. Good bit of selling at 119. $118 still holding up. Man, this stock is fighting. Back above 118. Oh, starting to sell off here. I may be getting out of this. Oh yeah, looks like we're gonna crack out here. Trying to give us half a second, but it's not looking good. See, if that's how the trend line is, that's okay. Oh boy. Oh, let's see. $117 acting as some support, but it's starting to crack a little. It's starting to feel heavy. If some buy-in volume doesn't come in here soon, this is going to crack. Because it is really starting to feel heavy. A lot of selling at 119. So this is very sketchy right now. Oh, starting to crack a little bit. 116 cracking. Is 115 gonna hold up, or am I getting out of this? A lot of selling coming through right now. One 14 is my bottom, or 115 is my bottom support. So if it starts testing 115 support, we got to jump ship. Not a whole lot of support at 115. That makes me a little nervous. There's not as many shares as I thought, but it did hold up. So far, it's held up. Yeah, it looks like it's going to crack. That trend line is cracked too. $115 still holding up as support so far. I'm like a split second away from hitting the sell button. I've adjusted this trend line like 5 times already. Yeah, the trend line's a little crazy. Oh, let's see. And I may be getting out here. It's a big buyer at 114, so still have some support. 115 is still holding. So what does it look like on the 15-minute chart? 15-minute chart kind of. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, 115 cracked down, so I believe I'm going to get out of this. Take the small loss. Yeah, I'm getting out. So, $7 loss. I tried. I gave it a chance. I was up in profit, down in profit, up in profit, but it just couldn't get it. Couldn't get back up to those pre-market highs. So, that it is what it is. Now it's kind of doing a reverse U-shape, so it's going to test 110 support, and if 110 cracks, it could be all the way back down to $1. But that's it. I tried. I gave it a chance to see how the market's is green, so that's a good sign. I still got some funds left, but I don't think I want to try to trade anything at this point, at this time of day. Maybe at power hour. See, yeah, so the SPY's actually rebounded pretty nicely. So far, though, but if it hits this 304 mark and can't get above that, this market could still crash. As you can see, our CPHI all the way down to $1.07. My only other thoughts on CHPI is if this comes back down to $1 again, possibly could look to buy there and maybe see if this climbs later in the day. I don't know. See, BIMI actually making a pretty decent U shape. And BIMI, I think, let's see, what's the news on this? Yeah, they have an agreement, so if BIMI starts breaking $5, we can see this start running. I may actually go on BIMI right here. Yeah, I'm gonna go. So I'm in on BIMI, 494. Let's see if it breaks $5 in the VWAP and starts running. I may take another little loss, but I want to give us a chance to see, because this looks like it's going to try to start breaking here on this nice U shape. This does have a good press release, so let's see what I'm in at. 494. It's not too bad. But yeah, if it starts breaking over 5, we can see it start moving. It looks like it's going to try here. A little bit of resistance at 5. Let's see. It's breaking. 5's breaking down, so it's starting to move here a little bit. See, where's our next resistance? Around like 525 is next resistance. GNPX is moving as well. BMI couldn't stay over $5. It's starting to crack out a little bit. Started getting some action over 5, but a little bit of a sell-off there. So we got spread got crazy there for a second on this. Yeah, spreads, it's going all over the place. So we got about a say 7 cent spread right now. And this 5 minute candles dropping a little bit. I don't know if BIMI is gonna get it or not. It broke above the VWAP for a second, but it's struggling now to try to get above it. It's trying to get back above now. There's not hardly any selling at $5, so it's not really any $5 resistance. It's still struggling though with it. Gonna break back above or not? Let's throw GMPX over here, see what it looks like while we're waiting for BIMI to figure out what it wants to do here. Let's see. Oh yeah, GMPX, nice move so far. So BIMI is over 5 now. Let's see, I want to figure out where our resistance is. So we got some around 515. Low resistance around 515, some around 540, but if this gets up to 540, 550, I'll probably lock out. Did my level 2 freeze? I can't tell. So we're starting to get some action here on BIMI. Yeah, popping up here. That 520 area. Let's see, 515. If we got a little resistance at 515, not much though. I think we got enough. I think we can get up to 540 maybe. Right back down to 5. So I had a quick run up to 521 and then pulled back all the way down to 5. It may be alright, that pullback. At this point, we will really want $5 to hold up as support. GMPX looks like it's kind of making a flag right now. BIMI back up over 510. And BIMI can move very quickly. BIMI has made massive rips before. So if it really starts getting volume, it can really start moving. And the pre-market high on it is $6. I'd be happy with that if it got all the way up to $6. If it could get up to pre-market high, but that's a ways away, so we'll see. We're back testing that 520 area again. I'd like to see the bids up to 520. Yeah, you can see right there is that where that resistance is at. These 3 candles here in pre-market, and these couple of candle tops here. That 515 area is some resistance. So it needs to get over that. All the way back down to $5 again. So we want this candle. This candle's fixing to close. We want this candle to close above $5. We do not want it to close below $5. It looks like it's going to close over 5, so that's good. Yeah, so it closed over 5. See what happens here. Let's see if I can make a little profit on this guy. CPHI couldn't get it, but let's see if BIMI gets it and starts moving. It's still struggling with that 515 area. I think that's the only thing holding it back. There we go. Finally, the bid's over 515. A little bit of selling at 520. I think there's going to be some selling at 525, but once we're through those 2 areas, I think this can really start moving. Yeah, you can see a little sell. I saw a little selling at 525, but not a ton. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, we're right through 525 already, so we're starting to pop a little bit here, all the way up over 530, 535. Said that. Oh, and we're right back down. I said that 540, 550 area is going to be some resistance as well. So I may look to lock out there unless it looks like it's going to break through. Wait for $6. Man, it's got a ways to go before it gets that high. After CPHI not running, I'm kind of a little not sure how I feel yet about it. Because, I mean, $6 would be a whole dollar run, which is possible with BIMI, but see, there's some selling at 538. Like I said, that 540 area. But we're starting to get a little spicy, getting a little action. So let's see, can you get over 540? It's having some issues with that 540 area. And like I said, that's like right here. But if we get through 540, we might actually could see 6. 540, 550. Kind of all over the place right now with the bid and the ask. Just popping up and down. $525 trying to hold up as some support, so that's a good thing. So BIMI is still struggling. Still struggling to get going here. But we do have some volume on this stock. These volume bars, the last 15 minutes has been pretty good volume. So if we can maintain that, I don't like this upper shadow. This is a pretty long upper shadow. Alright, starting to move back up a little bit here. Let's see where this next candle opens up at. So it's almost lunchtime. I don't know if BIMI is going to get it or not. Maybe too late in midday for it to really get going. And so far, this is my thoughts on this week. It may be one of those weeks where you have to lock in profits quick when you got them. Because if I'd have locked in on CHPI when I was up about $35, $40, and then I would have locked in on this at $5.40 like I originally was planning, then I'd be up about $75, $80 right now on the day on the small account. So if BIMI doesn't actually get a good rip and get up to that $5.56 range, then that'll be a pretty good indicator that this week is a lock-in profits quick week. And that may be the case. How's the market looking? Man, everything's turning green, so some nice rebounding so far today for the whole entire market. we're starting to come back down here. $5 doesn't hold up, then this will probably crack and not do too much. Yeah, and $5 is cracking. So let's see if the VWAP holds up. So this is twice, two different stocks today. I've been up in profit and held longer to try to get the bigger moves, and it's not happening. So now we're back down here testing 5 again. Gotta lock in profits when you have them. It's like the golden rule. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna get it or not. Dude was lucky in pre-market. I don't know if I call it luck, man. You know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing, Daniel B. Don't call it luck. Own your wins. You got that win because you know what you're doing. I've only got 100 shares of BIMI, Jerry, so I don't really want to scale out quite yet. I want to give this a chance if it's gonna run to make as much as profit as possible, but it may not run. It's having a lot of trouble here. But hey, nice to see you, Jerry. It's been a while since you've been in the stream, or if you have been in the stream, you've been pretty quiet the last couple of weeks. Oh, I know what you're saying. You're saying my mistake. It just dawned on me what you were saying, Jerry. You're saying when you've got profit, at least sell half or a quarter of your position so you lock in some profit. Yes, I agree with that. And that may have been what I should have been doing too today so far, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try to give BIMI a chance here. Because we did kind of go straight up from $5 to $5.40 in that one candle. So I may need to consolidate a little bit longer, but like I said, the time is what's making me nervous. We're getting towards that 12 p.m. Eastern lunchtime. And I don't know here. It's looking a little weak. $5 can't hold up. This is looking real sketchy right here at the moment. Trying to give it a chance. See, the 9's at 495. The 9's right at where my entry is. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh man, I turned my head for half a second looking at the chat, and this just had a big pullback. So that's what I was worried about. It was looking really weak. I'm going to see if we're going to pop up back a little bit before I get out. I'd like to get out a little closer to my entry, but it may not. It may just start crashing out. See, you gonna get back over 490 here. That's just a quick little sell off. This makes two big red candles in a row, so. If this doesn't get back over 490 soon, I'm getting out of this. See, what is 488 holding up for? 482. Trying to find where the support is at. So there we go. We're back over 490 for the time being. That was quite a scary sell-off. That was a quick one. So we got a bit of a trend line here, maybe. Daniel B, if I hold this, you keep telling me to hold this, and I hold this, and I'm taking a loss. Then I'm going to punch myself for listening to you. I'm giving this a chance because it did hold up the night. Well, maybe not. Let's see. See, when's this candle? This candle's fixing to close. Oof. Getting real red here. Oh, man, big sell-off. Yeah. I'm going to have to get out of this, I think. Trying to see if 475 is going to hold up as support. Yeah. So we should have some support here at 475. We actually should have quite a bit of support. But that's about as far as I'm willing to let it go down is 475. If it cracks 475, then I got to get out of this for sure. Oof. What's the market doing? Okay. There's not a lot of buyers at 475 right now, which makes me pretty nervous. So you got the 200 all the way down at 465, but man, that's a ways away. That's way away from my entry. I see the cup and handle you're talking about. You got the cup here, and then maybe the handle can form here. But if it gets any lower than 475, this handle is not going to be a handle. It's going to be something that totally, entirely different. Boy, I think this might be the longest stream I've ever done. It could be a cup and handle, but see our volume is kind of dying off here. It's really just starting to test that 475 support. And it dropped all the way down to that 200. That 200 is bottom support. Well, we know tomorrow that we gotta lock in profits quick. We can't be messing around like this. I'm down about $25 right now. We are starting to get that handle a little bit. Yeah, on the 15-minute, you can really see it. I don't know. This may be... Volume has kind of died off. This may be a slow... Maybe a slow sideways consolidation until power hour possibly on this. Because I think if we were going to get that rip up to $4 or $6, I think it would have happened back here. At this point, we're back below both the 9 and the VWAP. I don't know if I want to even attempt to hold that long though. But the time of day it is, most likely there's not going to be a rip on this at this point. Like I said, it had to be towards power hour. Let me look at something. Yeah, so BIMI. BIMI does a lot of its ripping in pre-market and post-market. So this actually maybe could be a swing trade. They are starting to get back above 475. I don't know. I think I may have to hold this till power hour, and maybe even after market close, and see if this gets a pop up in post market. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, unless all of a sudden it just starts moving out of nowhere. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Unless this handle forms up to $5, but still this time of day, that's the only thing that's bothering me. Is the time of day. I'm holding. I'm just thinking whether or not I want to hold till pre-market or not pre-market, but until power hour or not. Starting to slowly move back up here though, back up to 485 area. And I wouldn't care to keep the stream going all day, but I have things to do, so I can't keep it going for too much longer. So I guess we'll give it a few more minutes here and see if this starts getting back above $5 maybe on this handle. And then if it's still not doing too much, then we'll go ahead and end the stream. And if it keeps slowly climbing up till post market, maybe I'll start the stream back up in power hour. But I've got to get some things done before it gets too late. So I'm just pretty much chilling right now on this stock, just waiting for it to start moving again. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know if it could have a lunchtime rip. It's a new month though, so who knows? There has been plenty of stocks that have ripped during lunchtime, so BIMI wouldn't be the first one. But not only do I have things to do, I'm getting hungry, and I am a fat boy, and I like to eat, so my stomach is changing the priorities right now. So we got a slow, creepy climb back up to this $5 area to the VWAP. There's barely any volume on this right now. I mean, there's some, but not a lot, so that's why it's slowly moving. It probably won't really get any big volume till it starts coming back above $5 or it gets back above $5. It's getting close here though. I mean, this is a nice little cup and handle pattern. So it is a possibility that this could still rip even during lunchtime hours. We'll see. Oh, some selling there. See, really, it needs about probably about 7 more minutes to get back up to 5. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit open. Dude, it is way too early in the morning for a beer, man. What's wrong with you? Nah, I can't really say anything. Most people in Wisconsin drink early, so it's not really that far fetched. But I'm not popping open a beer. That's not going to help my hunger. Maybe for you, Daniel B. Pre-games and pre-market. Not only is it pre-market, it's pre-game market. Daniel B has to drink a 6 pack before he puts his pre-market watch list together. Yeah, like I said, I think this is going to be another 5 minutes or so before we see this get back over 5 if it's going to. Hey, what's up, Matt Coin? Welcome to the live stream. I'm assuming you're new because I've never seen you in the chat before, but welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. We're just chilling right now, waiting for this stock to do something. See if it's going to break back over 5. See, yeah, like I said, I think a few more minutes to get back up to $5 here. So since this is moving pretty slow, I'm not too worried about it cracking out right at this second. You guys would give me a couple of minutes here. I'm gonna go put my phone on the charger. It's died completely since I've been doing the stream. Let me make sure this is not gonna rip before I walk away. Or crash before I walk away. One of the two, but this cup and handle pattern is looking pretty nice here. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think we got a few more minutes, so you guys give me just a second here. Give me a couple of minutes, and I'll be right back. Yeah. Alright, so I'm back. Still haven't done much yet. Still trying to finish out this handle pattern. Like I said, I think this may be a slow mover until post market. If it keeps just slowly creeping up, maybe it could rip in power hour, maybe it could rip in post market. But yeah, volume's dying off now because it's lunchtime. I doubt this is going to get much volume. Even if it does get above 5 right now. Let's see what else is going on right now. CPHI still kind of going sideways. HTBX dropped off. GMPX, it possibly could keep moving as well. And you see there's not been a volume bar pop up yet. So volume real low right now on BIMI. TRIB dropped off. So yeah, right now, basically the only things holding up are BIMI and GMPX. What's up, Mark? I am currently in BIMI right now. I got him back here at the break of the VWAP area, 495 area. Kind of waiting to see if his handle it's kind of making a cup and handle pattern. Kind of waiting to see if his handle finishes off and it gets back above 5. But like I've been saying, my thoughts are this might not do too much until this afternoon and power hour and maybe post. We might have a little bit of a tug of war between GMPX and BIMI. But yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Just waiting to see if this pattern fills out and what happens. Yeah, I was up a little bit on CHPI earlier. I was up about $30 or $40, and I held it. Ended up taking a small loss on it. I think like $1 or something, $7. I took a $7 loss on CHPI after I was up quite a bit. And then BIMI, I was actually up $40 on, and I didn't lock in profits either. So same thing here, buddy. Don't feel bad. I should have been up by now twice. Or I should have locked in profits twice already, and I'd already be done for the day and made a little 75, 80 bucks on this little off Monday. So I'm in. More people keep joining the stream. This is kind of crazy as late as it is, but like I just told Mark, One Life. I'm in BIMI. I'm waiting to see if his cup and handle is gonna fill out here on BIMI. But yeah, tomorrow I definitely will be locking in profits quick. If I get up any profit at all on anything, then I'm gonna lock in tomorrow, because today, like I said, I'd already be up and be done for the day. But I'm not going to keep the stream going too much longer. My thoughts on this is that it's going to be later in the day. I don't think it's going to be within the next 15-20 minutes that the stock is going to rip. Yeah, exactly. I'm usually done with the stream and everything by 10:30. This is a late stream just because I hopped in this. A little bit of a sell off here. I don't want this to drop out too much. Kind of messing up the handle with this little sell off. Let's look on the 15 minute and see what we look like. Still doesn't look bad on the 15. But yeah, I don't think this is going to get a crazy move right now. I also don't want this. We don't want this to crack out. See what is GMPX starting to get up to $5? Yeah, GMPX is right at $5 too. So that may be the reason for the little sell off on BIMI right now. Like I said, we might have a tug of war between these two, and GMPX is actually looking a little bit better than BIMI right now. I've had up to 12 people in the chat so far today, and I only got 2 likes. You guys get some likes on this stream. This is a long stream. Help the channel out by hitting that like button. New to the well, welcome Skeeter Season TV to the channel. I'm laughing because several different people have joined the stream just now, and I've had to repeat myself several times. Thank you. There we go. There we get those likes up. They're very nice. Thank you guys. But yeah, so I'm laughing because I've said the same. I've repeated myself 3 times in a row. So I'll repeat it again because we still get more people joining the chat here. But right now I'm in BIMI for 100 shares. I was originally in back here at the break of the VWAP at 495. Didn't lock in profits, so I'm holding to see if this pattern is going to form. It's kind of a cup and handle, if this handle can keep on forming. But like I said, I don't think it's going to do much right now because it is lunchtime. I think this is going to be maybe a power hour play. So that's where I'm at. Thank you. There we go. We got the stream with the 6 likes. We got more viewers. How's the NFL draft? It's just in it. Yeah, no, this is. I don't know. I don't know how the Packers are gonna do in the draft or anything. I don't think they've got that high of a pick, do they? Because they were in the conference championship this year, I think. If I remember, yeah, they were in the conference championship. So yeah, at this point, I think this is going to be slow for a little while. We'll see. GMPX has popped back up over 5 now. So GMPX, if it can get over 525, I think you could see this really start moving too. But once again, this time of day, I'm not expecting much out of anything. But yeah, anybody who's new to the stream today, guys, welcome to the Framework Fortune Small Account Challenge. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to ask those at any time. I'm not doing any intense trading right now, so I can answer any questions anybody may have. I'm just sitting here chilling, waiting for BIMI to do something. So, but we'll give the stream a few more minutes. This is the longest stream I've ever done, so. And like I've been saying, I am getting hungry. But if I end up holding this through Power Hour, I might start the stream back up for Power Hour and see if this starts ripping, see what else might happen. GMPX may come up to 525, but like I said, this time of day is the only thing that makes me nervous. Like, it's making a decent move right now, but if I don't know if it'll get enough volume to really break out at this time of day. It's always possible, but I just don't know. It's a new week. It's a new month. It's a very, very weird time right now with the stock market with the coronavirus and everything. Although everything is green right now for the most part. So the market has rebounded some today, so I don't know. It's just kind of a weird. We really don't know what is going to happen with the market this week so far. The small account challenge, I started with 720, and right now I'm at 730. I was all the way up to like 1,050 on the small account challenge, but this past 2 weeks I've been trading. I don't want to say that I'm trading terribly, but I'm not trading good here this last 2 weeks. I've had a lot of kind of fake out breakouts get me, a couple of bad entries, not locking in profits. Like I said today, I was up on this stock on BIMI. I was up on CPHI, but didn't lock in profits. So yeah, I'm kind of break even right now on the small account challenge. But not because of really anything in particular other than my own bad trading is basically it. Not staying disciplined, so I've given back all the gains that I've made on the small account so far the last couple of weeks. Because I think it was like 2.5 weeks ago I was at 1,050 or something like that, maybe even 1,100. But little bad trading and all that, a little sketchy, but it is what it is. You just have to move on and keep pushing. Don't worry about taking losses. I just have to stay disciplined and smart and lock in profits. That's the biggest thing. A lot of times, like some of the people in the chat's been in the chat with me for a long time since I started the small account challenge, but a lot of times a lot of them have seen me up in profit and then I end up taking a loss because I didn't lock in. Like that's a lot of my issue with the small account challenge. I try to give stocks more of a chance to really run, and I'm not always in the right one that's going to run. So, but that's pretty much it. But it is what it is. So, GMPX actually back down below 5 a little bit, and now BIMI coming up almost over 490. So I don't know. We may this cup and handle may finish out here. We may see us get back over 5 here in maybe another 5-10 minutes. If it doesn't, if this doesn't get over 5 within the next 10 minutes, and it just keeps going sideways, then I think we'll end the stream maybe until power hour, because I can't sit here till power hour. I just, I'm not sure how to feel about that comment. Like, I don't claim to be a guru, so you're right about that. I definitely don't think I'm fake. I'm pretty honest and upfront about everything I do, but I'm very talented but normal. It's kind of like a backhanded compliment. I'll take. You know what, Daniel B? I'll take it. From you, that's a good compliment from you. So I'll take it. Appreciate that. So let's see. Yeah. See, one life knew too. He knew exactly what Daniel B was doing with that compliment, that backhanded compliment. Now, I'm honest, but there's a guy I know who's selling a frying pan strategy. He's an Alabama trader who thinks he's a guru. You gotta watch out for him. That guy and his frying pan strategy, he swears up and down it'll make you rich, but you don't want to trust him. Gotta watch out for that frying pan strategy. So this is a very slow, creepy move right here on BIMI. It's over 490 now. See if we can get above $5 here soon. Let's see, I said 10 minutes, and I don't even know when I said 10 minutes. That was like, what, a couple of minutes ago? Starting to get a little movement here on the level 2, but we still don't have a lot of volume. Let's see, GMPX has popped back up, though. Let's see if it's going to... Yeah, GMPX starting to come up, getting close to that 525 area, so there may be some potential there. Yeah. Yeah, like Daniel B said. Follow real traders, not self-proclaimed gurus. That's one thing I don't do. I do not proclaim to be a guru. I know a lot, but at the same time I'm still learning a lot. I don't think anybody can say that they know that everything there is to know about day trading or swing trading or the stock market. There's always something new to learn. So to say that you've, completely mastered it is like, I don't know about that. But you don't have to particularly master day trading to be a decent or good day trader. As long as you're always learning and adapting to the markets, because the markets are always changing. And just stick to your rules and your discipline. That's all there is to it, man. Like if I stuck to my rules and was disciplined on this small account challenge, this account challenge would be way further along. But my biggest fault is I don't stick to my rules. I throw them out the window more times, more often than not. I'm like, oh, well, you know, who cares about that rule? So, so let's see. I think another 5 minutes. If it's going to get over five and make a move, it's going to be here soon. But boy, this has been a long stream. A little bit of selling at 495. Let's see while we're still waiting on this. This is a nice little handle though, so that looks good. Let's look at the GMPX though. So GMPX has got a lot of resistance at 510 that it's trying to get through. Yeah, that's what's holding it up right now is 510. See, so BIMI ask is all the way up at 496, so we're getting closer. Getting a little bit closer to that $5 mark. GMPX still struggling with $10 or with 510. So let's see if 510 breaks down here on GMPX. It's starting to get pecked at here. Nope, still struggling. So the bids on BIMI is slowly moving up. We're up to 491 on the bid. Oh, there was a 495 bid that just popped out and disappeared real quick. Let's see. Don't say that. We can't be pumping stocks. So, okay, GMPX is starting to pull back a little bit. BIMI slowly starting to creep with barely any volume. Ask is up to 498. Yeah, GMPX pulling all the way back to $5. But bouncing off that $5 mark. I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of a tug of war between these two. Let's see. The VWAP looks like this exact. No, it's actually it's at VWAP's at 498. I want to see $5 on the ask. See how many sellers are there. if it breaks the high a day, you got a ways to go before it gets to the high a day on BIMI. The pre-market high is 616, and then we got this high here of 538. See, GMPX, what happened here? GMPX popped over 510 for a minute, and then it came right back down. And BIMI is starting to come down a little bit. Yeah, I just don't think we're going to get a big rip right now. Even though this is a nice, beautiful cup and handle pattern, I just don't. Yeah, it's a really pretty cup and handle pattern on the 15-minute chart. Got a perfect little cup and a little handle. So looking very nice on the 15-minute. But yeah, like I said, I just don't think it's going to get a big rip right now. GMPX still struggling there. Yeah, so we'll get, let's see. I thought it was going to be the next 5 minutes. But it might need 5 more minutes. And GMPX is still looking okay. A lot of selling at $5 for GMPX right now. All right, Mark. Well, tomorrow, just lock in them profits, buddy. You gotta lock in them profits when you got them. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, man. Don't worry about it too much. 200 is a pretty decent sized loss, but you'll come back. No worries. Oh, big quick sell off there. So yeah, this handle, the cup and handle is definitely done for now. So I think it's pretty safe to end the stream at this point. I'm gonna hold this a little longer as long as it stays above the 200 there at that 465 area. If it stays above that, I'll hold it till power hour, and if it looks like in power hour it's gonna start moving again, then I'll start the stream back up for you guys. But I've got to get some stuff done, so I didn't think it was gonna get this breakout this late this time of day, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens at power hour. That's 3 p.m. Eastern, and we may start the stream back up. So if I don't start the stream back up later today, I appreciate everybody joining me today. We've had a pretty good live stream. Everybody, thanks for hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can come join the live streams whenever we do them, because we do the live streams 5 days a week. All that good stuff. But yeah, if I don't see you guys later today, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Until next time.